Hi, good morning, my dear student. Today we are going to start class 11th history, chapter 9, the Industrial Revolution. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about that the transformation of industry during 18th to 19th century in Britain. What was the reason behind that? Why it happened in Britain? What was the conditions about towns, trade and finance, role of transportations, role of monarchy, and what was the condition of men and women who involved in industrialization, what do you mean by agriculture revolution. These are all we will discuss here. And what is the meaning of industrial revolution and who gave that word industrial revolution. The term industrial revolutions was explained by whom first time. This is the very important things which we are going to read in this chapter. This is very interesting chapter. Why? Because having read this chapter, you are easily aware that the development, that the massive productions in Britain, the use of the technology, use of the machineries, and the political conditions also in favor of them. What were the political conditions there? Everything we will discuss here. So let's start your chapter. The chapter is the Industrial Revolution. In Britain, 1780 to 1850. Industrial revolutions during that time. Which type of changes, which type of economical changes, political changes, technology, machinery, these are all changed during that time, and the massive scale of the productions increase in Britain, and it gives more earning for the Britain, and Britain became more prosperous day by day. So it played a very important role in industrial revolution. So, dear students, the industrial revolution, the transformation of industry and the economy in Britain between 1780 and the 1850 is called the first industrial revolution. The time era, the 1780 to 1850, that was called the first industrial revolution in Britain. This had far-reaching effect in Britain. Later, the similar change occurred in European countries and in the USA. This happened first time in Britain. Then after, it expanded through whole European country. That type of changes Britain highly influenced the other country also. Having seen the transformations in technology, transformations in the machineries, the other countries, they influenced very much, and they started and accepted that technology in their country. What's the result? This had far-reaching effects in Britain. Later, similarly changed occurred in European countries and in the USA. These were to have a major impact on the society and economy of those countries and also on the rest of the world. This phase of the industrial development in Britain is strongly associated with the new machineries and technology. These made it possible to produce goods on the massive scale compared to handcraft and handloom industry. The chapter outlined the change in the cotton and iron industry. Steam, a new source of power, began to be used on the wide scale in British industry. It led to faster form of the transportations by ships and railways. many of the investors and the businessmen who brought about these changes were often neither the personally wealthier nor educated in basic science like physics or chemistry. It is a very interestingly matter that the traders, the persons who involved in this industry, they were neither they were scientists nor they were wealthier, but so many inventions happened by them, done by them. It is very interesting matter. And second more thing is the invention of the steam engine, the railway and the ship transportations was developed in the proper form. With the help of transportations, the market was developed. With the help of machineries, the all things, I mean to say that the productions, it become the large scale. The massive scales of productions started in Britain. These are all the situations which was created in the Britain that promote for the industrialization in Britain. The other reason also we will discuss in the next topic, why it happened in Britain, where we discussed there what was the reason behind that. But here, out of this chapter we are discussing here. We are discussing about the short history, the introductions of this chapter. Many of the investors and businessmen, they were not directly belongs to science. They were not more educated. But they done. क्या किया उन्होंने? एक अच्छी कई सारी मशीनरीज का उन लोगों ने इन्वेंशन किया, खोज की, उत्पादन को बढ़ाने के लिए. Industrializations led to generate the prosperity for some, but in the initial stage it was linked with poor living and working. This sparked off protest, which forced the government to enact laws of regulations, conditions of work. It means after the industrializations, when you will minutely observe about the condition of Britain, a massive group who belong to the below poverty line, who living below poverty line, their condition was very miserable. Even day by day, the industrialists and their income going increase, but their profit, their advantage not come in favor of the workers and daily wages officials. जो कार्यकर्ता थे, कर्मचारी थे, उनके लिए ये जो इनकम थी प्रॉफिटेबल नहीं थी. That result sparked of the protest. विद्रोह भड़क उठा, and government taken a step. He established rules and regulations in their country for the welfare of their workers and daily wages ऑफिसर्स. उनको जो कर्मचारी थे, जो वर्कर्स थे, उनके लिए उन लोगों ने ये गवर्नमेंट ने एक्ट बनाए, रेगुलेशंस बनाए. दैट्स व्हाई दिस स्पार्क्ड ऑफ द प्रोटेस्ट which forced the government to enact law for regulating the conditions of work. इस तरीके से बदला होगा. So if you will see the whole scenario of the industrialization, then easily you can find some important things. Industrialization, reason what happened, machineries, technology, invention, income, production and exploitation. You can understand that. इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन में क्या हुआ? इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन से कई सारी चीजों में कई सारी सिनेरियो बदल गए. लाइक सबसे पहले मशीनरीज और टेक्नोलॉजी और इन्वेंशन के कारण ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ऑन द हेल्प विद द हेल्प ऑफ द इन्वेंशंस, विद द हेल्प ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, विद द हेल्प ऑफ मशीनरीज, द इन्वेस्टर्स, the traders, the businessmen, they earn the high scale of income. They don't think about the conditions of workers who worked in their factories. That's why exploitation rate was very high and income also very high. But the part of income, it was not प्रिविलेजेस बाय द वर्कर्स. आप ये कंडीशंस देख के समझ सकते हैं कि इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन से क्या हुआ. इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन से एक तरफ से इनकम तो बढ़ रही है, जो आप इन्वेंशंस हुए, जो टेक्नोलॉजिकल चेंजेज आए, मशीनरीज बनी और इनके उपयोग से जो इनकम बढ़ी, इस इनकम के बढ़ने से एक्सप्लॉयटेशन तो बढ़ी. इनकम बढ़ा लेकिन वर्कर्स के एक्सप्लॉयटेशन बढ़ गए. और जब वर्कर्स के एक्सप्लॉयटेशन बढ़े तो ये एक्सप्लॉयटेशंस ने किसानों के विरोध को भड़का दिया, उनके प्रोटेस्ट बढ़े और फिर गवर्नमेंट ने इसके खिलाफ एक्शन लिया और वो सारे एक्शंस रूल्स के रूप में चेंज हुए. वी विल डिस्कस ऑन दैट टॉपिक व्हेन वी विल रीड अबाउट दैट द कंडीशन ऑफ विमेन्स एंड चिल्ड्रेन इन द इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन. वी विल डिस्कस इन वास्ट लेवल, बट हियर we have to focus about that, what is the meaning of industrialization and why it happened and who gave the term the industrial revolution. We will discuss here today. Okay, आज हम इसी पे बात करेंगे. We will focus on that, these points. Okay, next point is that I think okay, so we are going to discuss about that, the top industrial revolutions, who gave, why the word used for that changes, क्यों ये शब्द यूज किया गया इस परिवर्तन के लिए और क्या इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशंस कहना सही है. इन सारी चीजों पे हम डिटेल करेंगे. जैसे द टर्म इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन वाज यूज्ड बाय द यूरोपियन स्कॉलर्स जॉर्ज मिचेट in France and the Friedrich Engels in Germany. The term industrial revolution you used first time in English, the Arnold Toynbee. Arnold Toynbee was the famous philosopher and economist, 1852 to 1883. Described the change that occurred in Britain and British industrial development between 1760 to 1820. Arnold Toynbee, Friedrich Engels, George Michelet, Friedrich Engels and Arnold Toynbee, 1760 to 1850. 1820. During this period, 1760 to 1820, during this period, Arnold Toynbee tried to prove that which type of transformations introduced in Britain, in the machineries, in the technology, in the massive scale of productions, It is called the Industrial Revolution. George Michelet in French, Friedrich Engels in German, and Arnold Toynbee in English, they used first time the word Industrial Revolution. इन लोगों ने पहली बार इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन वर्ड को समझा, इन लोगों ने पहली बार इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन वर्ड को जानने का प्रयास किया। इन लोगों ने इस शब्द को दिया और इस शब्द के माध्यम से इन लोगों ने यह समझाने का प्रयास किया कि जो ब्रिटेन में परिवर्तन हुए, इंग्लैंड में जो परिवर्तन आया 1760 टू 1820 के बीच, ये परिवर्तन ही इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन कहा जाता है। ड्यूरिंग 1780 टू 1850 दैट इज द फर्स्ट इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन। ये पहले बाद में जो विद्वान आए उन लोगों ने इस काल को फर्स्ट इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन कहा। अर्नल्ड टॉयनबी was very famous economist and philosopher. He uses this word for the transformation in technology, industry, which happened in the British industrial development between 1760 to 1820. These dates continued with those of the reign of George III, on which Toynbee was giving a series of lectures at Oxford University. His lectures were published in 1884 after his untimely death as a book called Lecture. His book, after the death of Arnold Toynbee, the various lectures which was given by Arnold Toynbee at the Oxford University, what he discussed about that? He discussed about that all the conditions which happened in Britain during 1760 to 1820s. On the basis of that, the changes which happened in Britain, their articles, their lectures, it was compiled in a book after a timely death of the Arnold Toynbee. The book was published, Lectures on the Industrial Revolution in England, Popular Addresses and Notes and Other Fragments. After the death of Arnold Toynbee, their lectures, their articles, it was published in a book. Their book name was Lectures on the Industrial Revolutions in England, Popular Addresses, Notes and Other Fragments. Later, the historians T.S. Aston, Paul Mantoux, Eric Hobson broadly argued with the Toynbees. There was remarkable economic growth from the 1780s to 1820 in the cotton and the iron industries. It means after Toynbee, the other scholars, they were taking interest to explain these words. Some scholars, they were in favor of the statement of Arnold Toynbee, what he told about that the scenario during 1780 to 1820, and he was criticized by someone. If you will see, especially the cotton industry and iron industry, in the coal mining, in the building of roads and canals and the foreign trade, Aston 1889 to 1968 celebrated the industrial revolutions when England was swept by a wave of gadgets. It means एक खुशी का माहौल बना, लोगों ने इस चीजों को समझा, इन चीजों को लोगों ने बताने का प्रयास किया। आज अगर आप देखें तो जो बात के इतिहासकार हैं टी.एस. एस्टन, पॉल मंटवाक्स और एरिक हॉब्सन मोटे तौर पे अर्नल्ड टॉयनबी के विचारों से सहमत थे। 1780 के डिकेड्स में, 1780 टू 1820 के जो डिकेड्स में जो बदलाव हुए कपास और लोह के उद्योग में, कॉटन एंड आयरन इंडस्ट्री में, कोल माइनिंग में, रोड्स में, कैनाल्स और जो फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट हुए, इन सारी चीजों में जो इकोनॉमिकल डेवलपमेंट हुआ इनके बिहाफ पे एस्टन ने इसे तो औद्योगिक क्रांति का क्या बताया, एक उत्सव के रूप में लिया. ही एक्सप्लेन्ड एज ए फेस्टिवल व्हाट चेंजेस ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम. उन्होंने माना कि जब इंग्लैंड छोटी छोटी चीजों में विकास कर रहा था, इन छोटी छोटी मशीनों का जो डेवलपमेंट हो रहा था, जो इनका एक बड़े पैमाने पर इस्तेमाल हो रहा था, इसको उन्होंने औद्योगिक क्रांति के उत्सव के रूप में एस्टन ने स्वीकार किया. He celebrated Aston. What? When England was swept by the wave of the gadgets, the celebrating the industrial revolutions by Aston. Aston ने इसको एक इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशंस के रूप में, उत्सव के रूप में इसे मनाया. एक महत्वपूर्ण चीजें थी. So here we have focus. We should try to understand that the word industrial revolution was used by first time in Germany, Frederick Engels, French in Frederick Engels, Germany, the George Michelet, and in English the word broadly used by Arnold Toynbee. Arnold Toynbee, what? Arnold Toynbee was the first scholar in English who tried to prove that which change happened during 1760 to 1820 in Britain, particular the machineries and in technologies and in massive scale of productions, road, canals, transportations. These are all happened during that time. All the development he explained in one word, that is industrial revolutions. Even he was working on that topics very much. He moved on with various universities and he gave so many lectures on the university levels. Dozens articles and their lectures were given by him, and after the ultimately death, Arnold Toynbee's all the lectures and articles was published in a book. The lectures on the industrial revolution in England, popular addresses, notes, and other fragments. In this book, all the lectures, all the topics, all the articles, it was published. And when we read this book, we can easily understand that why they used the word industrial revolutions for the development which happened during that time. After the death of Arnold Toynbee, the other scholars like T.S. Aston, Paul Montoux, Eric Hobson, and others, they were influenced with the hypothesis which was given by that Arnold Toynbee, the economical hypothesis which was given by Arnold Toynbee, and it is very important things. Why it happened? We have discussed that during 1780 to 1850s, the vast changes which was introduced in Britain, the transformations in technologies, transformations in machineries, transformations in the farming also, that's promote the industrialization in Britain. We've also discussed that the persons who involve himself in industrialization, I am telling about that the traders, businessmen, they were not scientists. They were only the common person who brought about these changes. It is interesting when you will think about that. जब आप इस चीज को सोचेंगे आपको समझ में आएगा कि एक महत्वपूर्ण बदलाव था, परिवर्तन था. अब सेकेंड थिंग जो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण है, व्हाई इट हैपेंड इन ब्रिटेन. टॉपिक इज द व्हाई इट हैपेंड इन ब्रिटेन. Okay, let us discuss why it happened in Britain. ये ब्रिटेन में क्यों हुआ? इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन फर्स्ट टाइम ब्रिटेन में क्यों हुआ? That is a very broad question. When you will minutely observe the conditions of Britain, you can easily understand that what was the reason behind that, why it happened in Britain. क्यों ये ब्रिटेन में हुआ, क्या रीजन थे इसके ब्रिटेन में होने के, ये सारी चीजें आपको पता चलेंगी. आप इन चीजों को समझ सकते हैं इन बातों पे ध्यान देकर. You have to focus the points which I am going to discuss with you. First, the Britain had one monarchical system. Second, Britain was in three part: England plus Wales plus Scotland. England, Wales, Scotland, they were controlled by one monarchical system. First point. You can write, you can take it in first point. Second point is that one currency system. एक करेंसी सिस्टम्स थी. थर्ड, रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस. लॉ वर इक्वल. कानून और व्यवस्था इक्वल थी. ये ब्रिटेन में क्यों हुआ? What was the reason behind that? First, you have to understand the Britain that was divided to Britain, the territory. First, England, Wales, and Scotland. Three countries, three not states, not countries. It's like islands. It was the part of the Britain where regulated in one monarchy, and no doubt to say that if one monarchy is there, the rules and law and everything was equal. And if area that area, England, Wales and Scotland, acquired by one monarchical system, so the rules and regulations that would be equal. Second thing is that if the boundary is equal, then there is no extra levy taxes was implemented by the local kings or local nobles. And third, if currency system is equal, it is easy for the traders to to exchange their things in the currency. Currency अगर equal होगी तो आसानी से ये लोग अपने व्यापार को कर सकते हैं बिना किसी एजिटेशन के। दूर दराज के क्षेत्रों में करेंसी सिस्टम से अपना काम कर सकते हैं। अगर एक मोनार्किकल सिस्टम है तो रूल्स, अगर शासन व्यवस्था एक राजा के द्वारा कंट्रोल की जाती है तो निश्चित रूप से वहां पे एक ही कानून होगा, एक ही नियम होंगे जो रेगुलेट किए जाते होंगे। और थर्ड, जो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बात है वो ये कि यदि इन सारी चीजों को एक ही बाउंड्री के अंदर हो तो कोई भी लोकल किंग्स उस पर एक्स्ट्रा लेवी टैक्सेस इंपोज नहीं कर सकती। करेंसी के कारण, एक मोनार्किकल सिस्टम के कारण, और जो बाउंड्री है वो कंट्रोलिंग एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एक होने के कारण, करेंसी, मोनार्किकल सिस्टम और जो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण है बाउंड्री, करेंसी एंड मोनार्किकल सिस्टम, दिस वाज द मेन रीजंस टू प्रमोट द इंडस्ट्रियल रिवॉल्यूशन happened in Britain first time. These situations did not in the other part of the European country के और देशों में इस तरह की स्थिति नहीं थी। And even if one the major region that was agriculture revolution, that was agriculture revolutions। एक कारण एग्रीकल्चर रिवोल्यूशन भी था। इस तरीके से यू हैव 4 रीजन्स, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट यू कैन से दैट इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन हैपेंड इन ब्रिटेन फर्स्ट टाइम। फर्स्ट, द वन मोनार्किकल सिस्टम, सेकेंड, द वन करेंसी सिस्टम, थर्ड, द बाउंड्री इज कंट्रोल्ड बाय वन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन और वन मोनार्किकल सिस्टम, एंड फोर्थ, द एग्रीकल्चर रिवोल्यूशन, बिहाफ ऑफ दैट इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन हैपेंड इन ब्रिटेन फर्स्ट टाइम। आज के लिए इतना ही, नेक्स्ट वीडियो में फिर बात करेंगे why in Britain and towns, trade and finance. Okay, goodbye and take care.